So you're all familiar with the 80-20 rule. This is my 80-20. 20% of the things that give me 80% of the results I'm looking for in my stretching for getting into a full squat. This is the Stretch and Floss by Kelly Starrett that I learned from Mobility WOD. I do this pretty much every day, and I try to do it before I squat and deadlift because it allows me to get the hip in a good position. What I'm doing is I'm essentially pulling the femur bone back, really stretching that hamstring and trying to force an arch in my back. And what this allows me to do is get better hip flexion. Allows me to bring my thigh closer to my body and allows for a really good stretch of the hamstring. Allows for better mobility of that socket of the femur bone. So that way I can use my hips, I can activate my glutes and my hamstrings much better. And using a super thick band allows me to get some really good work done and allow me to activate my hamstrings and glutes in a way where I can produce more force and keep my body upright. And then we move on next to an external rotation. External rotation is really important because when you squat down at the bottom of a squat, your knees have to be pushed apart or the femur should rotate out. And what this is I'm stretching out my piriformis, a little bit of my outer hamstring, and I'm just really trying to basically create the same shape I would for doing a squat, a full squat. So you can see I'm just using a bench. I get 2 for 1 on this because the back leg gets a little bit of a hip flexor stretch, which is nice. And I love showing this to clients because it's pretty effective because when you tell a client to squat and they can't get their knees out, if you stretch out their piriformis and external rotators, it usually gets the job done. Now here's kind of an odd one that I just added to my routine, and this is the, essentially I'm stretching out, you can see me wagging my ass, and I apologize, wish I could have done a better shot. What I'm doing is I'm distracting my tibia and fibula to get better ankle mobility, to improve my dorsiflexion of my ankle. And what this allows me to do is it allows my ankle to move better, so that way when I get to the bottom of the squat, I can essentially get good dorsiflexion. I keep my body upright because I have very tight calves, and I just use kind of a medium band to allow to distract that tibia and femur, or tibia, not femur, but the tibia and fibula. So that way that joint can move a lot better, and I can kind of push the knees out. And what I'm doing, you can see how I'm moving in the direction of what I'm trying to do. In other words, I'm trying to maintain the arch in my foot as much as possible. So anyways, hope you like my video. If this video helped you or if you do any of these things, please make a comment. Or if there's anything else that you do before you squat, I'd like to know. And thanks for watching. Click like if you haven't already. And subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Thanks for watching.